Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss Brewer, and I'm here today with an arts and culture article. This title is Dream Jobs Cartoonist, and this article is for Tuesday, May 5th for part of your ELA assignment. Here is a picture, and the caption below describes the picture, which says, Image 1, one of Andrew Grossman's illustrations shows his cat characters riding a tandem bike for 4. When we scroll down, here is the beginning of the text so that you can follow along with me. Andrew Grossman has been drawing cartoons for the past 30 years. They have been published all over the world. They have appeared in magazines and newspapers. His cartoons focus on pets, work, and family. Remember that when you see the green underline, when you hover over it, it will highlight green, and when you click it, it will give you the definition for focus. When you click this blue got it button, it will return you to the article, and if you want to listen to the definition, you can click this button here.
Focus. To focus on something means to give it your full attention.
When you click got it, it goes back to the article, so remember that when you see those green underline and you highlight, you can find the definition for those different words. This article has questions and answers, so we're going to start here with the first question. What made you interested in creating cartoons? How did you start? And here's the response that Grossman gave. I was really interested in poetry, so I got a degree in English from Penn State University in Pennsylvania. Poetry doesn't usually pay very much, though. I wanted to do something that was creative, but I also wanted to make a living. I did not study drawing or any of the visual arts. However, I liked cartoons. One day, I realized something. Someone gets paid to create the comics in newspapers. I thought it would be fun to try creating some myself. The next question starts here. How does the cartoon business work? His response is, first of all, I draw my cartoons on the computer. I have thousands of images available on my website. People then pay me for permission to use my work. Next question is, what is a typical day at work like? His response was, I've always worked at home. It's the place I feel most comfortable. I'm usually at work in my home office by about 8 in the morning and work until around noon. Later, I'll put in another 3 or 4 hours. This image here shows him, and this highlighted caption here is image 2, a close-up of cartoonist Andrew Grossman as he sketches at his desk. As we scroll down, we see here that this is image 3, and image 3 says, another of Grossman's cartoons illustrates the big divide between cats and dogs, and if you click this button here, you can zoom in on that picture so that it makes it a little bit bigger for you to see. If you want to scroll out of that picture and go back to the article, you're going to hit this button down here, which is going to zoom you back out. I'm going to go back to this question. How do you get inspired? Grossman's response starts right here. I've worked with some of the same characters for a long time. I think about what they are saying to each other. The characters have become like friends of mine. It's as if I'm having an ongoing conversation with someone that I know. A lot of the humor comes from that. I enjoy my cat and dog characters the most. I especially like this one named Yellow Cat. Yellow Cat has a sharp sense of humor and an independent personality. It reminds me of my own pet. I get inspired from other sides of life too. My wife works in business and she talks about things going on at her office. I'm fascinated by that. I think that's why businesses purchase so many of my cartoons. Next question is, do you think that communication via cartoons can be more effective than other means of communication? His response here is, cartoons do not have to rely on words. Where people live and what language they speak can affect how they understand your meaning. Images, though, get around this. If the humor is visual, it can be understood anywhere. As a result, my cartoons sell all over the world. Next question, what is your favorite part of your job? His response, the best part of cartooning for me is making somebody laugh. It's the driving force behind everything I do. Again, we see image 4 over here to the right, which is right here. One of Grossman's cartoons shows how to say yes in 6 languages. If you hit the magnifying glass with the plus sign, it makes it a little bit bigger for you to see this image that he's created for ways to say yes. And when you want to go back to the article, you can hit the magnifying glass with the minus sign in the middle, that will return you. And this final question is, do you have any advice for kids who might want to become cartoonists? First, you need to get your work out there. Sign up with an image hosting website. That is where you can post your work. Then other people can see it and maybe choose to buy it. It's helpful to study other cartoonists too. To be a good cartoonist, you should care about making someone's day a little lighter. Thanks for joining. I hope to see you next time.